Hello and welcome to Fat Man in a Cheap Sim. That's right, it's Hugh Hatrick, racing Daily Race C, which is Suzuka in the Group X cars. Now, just before we get started, Igor Fraga is in this race, so let's catch up with him and see what we can do. This is Igor Fraga, the fastest man in the world of Gran Turismo, who won the Gran Turismo World Championship. He started last, he's already up into 16th place. That was quite a start. And now he is tearing through the field as we go there. Everyone's trying to touch him. Oh, it's wheel banging as we go through the S's. Up through the left-hander, into the right-hander, and he's actually lost. He's back down to 18th place. Can he make it back up? Let's see what kind of drive he is going to have. He's now up into 16th place, just simply going up to the right-handers. And there I go, I'm well off. Unfortunately I started 5th, but that's no longer the case. In fact, I'm already a good bit behind him. He's managing to keep everything going. Here we are. He's already now up into 12th place as they come towards, I think it's the Spoon corner. So far, no penalties for Igor Fraga. When I was doing this race, when the people in the chat started saying that's definitely Igor Fraga, and I thought, my goodness. So I looked on Google and saw his details and found out that he won the GT Championship, and of course is now racing. Then he was the Toyota Series, and then now he's in Formula 3, which is phenomenal. So we're seeing one of the best drivers out there. Who's not only got into real racing, but has dominated Gran Turismo and won the World Championship. And now, just going into lap 2, he is up into 8th position. There's a lovely livery there, and he's got his yellow helmet. Now, someone else has just gone up into 7th. The number 8th place there went wide, and he comes through. Now the funny thing was, we made a bit of a comeback in this race too, but nowhere near as special as the race you're about to witness here with Igor Fraga. Started last, and he's already in 7th, and he's making mincemeat of the guys in front. We've got Capello coming through in the two right-handers, and then coming into the hairpin. He's already up into 6th place, going for a wonderful dive there. Can he make it through? It's going to be close. He's still in 6th place, but I think he's going to get it round it on the outside. A little bit of wheel banging there, and he's gone off. He's gone off. Going back down into 8th place. And at this point, I'm in 10th, but now he's going up into 7th. So I'm not too far away. I'm just unaware of where he was at the time. Back into 6th place as the people who crashed into him get their penalties. Now he's heading off. You hear the whistle of the turbos as they race past into the chicane, the famous chicane where Senna and Prost had their infamous crash, but safely through he goes. And now it is the Spanish driver who is proving to be easy pickings for Igor Fraga, coming now along the straight. I wonder how much boost he's been using. In fact, I might actually be able to tell if I use the right bits. He's got half his overtake boost left, and he's up into 5th place and catching up on the 4th place man, which eventually I would have a bit of a race with towards the end of this. But this is still only on lap 3, which is amazing to think that he's been able to do this well in so few laps. And he's heading along, looking very, very threatening coming into the second right-hander. Will he get the Spanish Joel Callo one into the hairpin? Not quite there, but he's got a good line here. He'll have a good exit. It's always hard in that one to do it. Now I'm up into 8th place here, but so we are eventually getting a little bit further forward, but Igor has just gone into 4th position and through Spoon, getting that nicely done, going out onto the curbs holding the inside curve as he exits, and then nicely going right out there, and off he goes down the back straight, coming into the famous R corner, not the Type R, but the 190R. Here they come into the final chicane, and there's a little bit of tarmac now, a bit of space between fourth and third. There's going to be an Irishman, Fruta 64 Christina, that is in front. How long will it take for them to catch up? At this point I'm still down in 8th place. I'm not even on the same straight as Igor. But here he comes through the first few corners. Wonderful S's that really make Suzuka stand out. Into the left, into the right, trying to hold a bit of curve there as you go up the hill. Take almost a little bit of grass there, and through onto that wonderful corner. This is a tricky one, it's when to accelerate, but we're seeing a good time here. And also he's got hardly any tyre wear. He's on lap 4 and his tyres look pretty good. He went a wee bit wide there, and he has gone past the 4th position Spanish man there. That could be a woman actually with that name, to be fair. And now Igor is up into 3rd. Oh, and the Spaniard has crashed. So there he goes into 3rd place, and it's just 2 people in front left. It's going to be Frida Cristina and Alex Williams. What will happen as he starts to catch up? But his 3rd lap was a 140.3, which is pretty good. Here we go, and I'm still in 8th place. But I know you don't really want to know about what I did. You want to know as to how did Igor do. So here we go. He's into the chicane. How far is 2nd place man? We'll see. Or is the driver in 2nd place? There you have it. Not too far away. In fact, he's already lapping people on lap 3. This shows you how quick he is. And there is the 2nd place man. He's not far away at all as he comes through into the famous right-hander that's seen the likes of Villeneuve go off, and of course Mansell went off as well in years gone by, and now he's catching and catching and catching. Will the Irish driver Fruta Cristina be able to hold Igor off? We'll soon find out. He's certainly catching pretty quick again. His tyres look pretty reasonable to get 5 laps out of this lot. It's not bad. A wee bit of wear now showing, but not too bad. It is neck and neck just about. Coming into the hairpin, takes a wide line, get a tight exit, and he's straight on the power there. You can see there's no sliding, it just goes straight out. He's got the outside line going round to as they go towards Spoon, and he's up into 2nd place. You're seeing a masterclass of good lines and excellent driving. Now onto the back straight. He's got just over a quarter of his overtake left. Is he going to use a little bit of that? Maybe it looks like he's used a little bit just to get him up to speed. Yep, on the acceleration. Here he goes into the chicane. It's just Alex Williams, just 1 place to go before he will take the lead. But can he get up there now? Alex has just gone into the pits, and Igor has decided to do another lap. So he's made use of those soft tyres for sure. Not only has he been going up the field, but he's not taken too much life out of those tyres compared to many others in the race. And at this point I'm in 6th place and catching up with some of the Spaniards that Igor passed a couple of laps ago. And then I've just gone into the pits here. Now I'm sure Igor will have to come in at some point because you had to use the medium tyre. So can he do a quick lap? The last lap was a 138.3, which is pretty good. And then a 139.4. So yeah, things are beginning. He was held up a little bit on that last lap. Now will he come in on this lap to use the mediums and get them out of the way? Or what will be the case? Are we seeing a very good strategy as well? There is the leader, just really probably about 3 seconds up the road as they come towards Spoon. Again, a very tricky corner. It's also, it was because it was kind of sunset, it was quite hard to see some of the lines and the braking points on this race. But it was actually, I think, the best race of the week. I found this the most fun. Race A was horrendous. We did try that. We got so many penalties in Harbour County. But this race was slightly better. And now I've got up into 7th place. So I've still got a little bit more to go. And just got up into 6th place. So here we go. And he's still going out there. My goodness, that is onto his 7th lap on the soft tyres. Well, that is a brave strategy. Certainly, you have to be good on your tyres, very, very light on your tyres, to have any chance of making this one work. But I wonder whether he will eventually come in and take the mediums. He's going to have to come in at some point. And although the medium tyre is slightly slower, it might maybe just be enough for him, as others will have to come in and for another pit stop. He's only, well, he's lost about 3/10 in the first sector there, which is not too bad. Coming into the right-hander, this was a tricky one. He's right down into 2nd gear and up into 3rd. He's trying to manage those tyres. And there is a bit more wear coming through. There is first place man. You know, he's actually taken time out of Alex Williams, which is pretty good going considering he's on his original tyres. And everybody else has long since pitted. Coming into Spoon. Surely he's going to have to come in and pit. At some point, we've only got another 4 laps to go, including this one. And he's still got a quarter of his overtake left. And he's right up with Alex Williams. There you are, a battle for 1st and 2nd. With Igor's racing number is 2. Now he comes in. And I'm sure he will be putting on the tips. No, he's going into softs again. Okay. Oh no, he's on the mediums. He has come out on the mediums. There we go. I was going to say, he was up to do that, so he's got 8, 9, 10 and 11. Just 4 laps to go, including the one he's on. Now, how far back is he from Alex Williams in 1st place? It can't be too far away. You don't lose too much time here. He's certainly knocked around this corner, so he must be a little bit away. So Alex will probably be thinking, I'll be alright. 4 laps to go, maybe 4 or 5 seconds in it. What will happen here? He's certainly got some clear air between him and 1st place, but let's see how it goes. There's 1st place, so yeah, it's going to be about 4 seconds, something like that, maybe even less. Maybe about 3.5 to 4 seconds as we go into the closing stages of Daily Race C at Suzuka. Here we go, it is into Spoon, heading out onto the back straight. Igor's got a bit of overtake left. And there you are, he's going to use a little bit more just to get the speed up on the straight. It's only got 6 gears in this car and it maxes out to about 180 miles an hour, maybe just over. So it's looking close. Now I'm not sure if Alex Williams is on the medium or is on the soft, to be fair. But we'll have to see. Alex is on the soft, but he's got a bit of wear there, and he's also coming up to some traffic. So that will be interesting to see how he gets on with that. Igor is still maybe 2.5 seconds away, so whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty soon. It has to happen pretty soon for Igor to have a chance to go from what would be a fantastic 20th on the grid starting position to 1st if he can stay ahead of Alex Williams. Get ahead of him. He's going to still have to catch up, but it is reducing. The gap is definitely coming down. One of the things you have to watch here as well is that although the cars are coasting out, they can still get in the way and cause problems. They can still put you off a bit if you're not careful. Go out of the hairpin, and Igor is right up with him now. There must just be about a second or so in it. Will Igor attempt an overtaking manoeuvre as they come round the right and into Spoon? down the that's it, out to Spoon, onto the back straight. Yep, Igor's going to use a bit of his overtake for sure. He's getting into the red, there's not too much left, and he comes out, and he's so close there, right behind him, and now, is he going to manage it? Yes, oh, just, I think Alex is going to have to back up a little bit. They come into the chicane, Alex is trying again, wee bit of a defensive move, but Igor has it covered pretty much, although it runs wide on the second corner, on the second chicane, heads out, there's nothing in it, they're almost neck and neck. Alex Williams is in the slipstream. Does he have any overtake left? Not much, but he's trying for the move, and he goes neck and neck right through the right-hander. Igor has to go wide, coming round into the S's. Igor goes a bit wide there, and now into the S's. And so Igor is back into second position. It's very close, there's only 2 laps to go, including the one they're on. What will happen? And I mean, Alex is going to have real problems. You can see it's moving about quite a bit with that car, and his soft tyres are really beginning to grain. And he's still keeping ahead, but there's not much in it as they come into the hairpin. Round they go. In the meantime, I'm still in 6th position, but Igor is now right up behind Alex. I think Alex really struggled to get power run out of that hairpin, and as they come along to Spoon, he's almost touching into the left-hander, holding that line, trying to keep it through. And there they go. Here we are on board with Igor Fraga. Oh, touching. Look at that, coming into the chicane. Oh, and there's a bit of touching there as well. He's gone for the move. Can he make it stick? Oh, it's all over the place. And he's got a penalty. A 2-second penalty. Oh, now a 4-second penalty. Oh, is that? Hang on. And then, we are on board. No, we're definitely on board with Igor. It looks like Alex has come into the pits. And that means that Igor is able to go on, and I reckon he has more than 4 seconds between him and Alex now. I think Alex realised his tyres were on the way and he had to come in. So there must have been a clash as they tried to get through to the pit lane. That's what it's been. So as we go through, how many seconds behind Igor is Alex Williams? It's coming up now. Yeah, it's probably going to be just over 4 seconds. So this is key. Can Igor keep that 4-second gap, or will Alex catch up? He's got the mediums on, and they're almost, like I said, kind of done soft, aren't they? So there's going to be a little bit of wear, but not too much. They're coming round into Spoon for the last time. Takes the left-hander again, out onto the back straight. There's absolutely no overtake left on this car. And there is his 4-second penalty. And here comes Alex, and he's just a little bit away, although it has really slowed Igor down. In fact, it's going to be crucial as they come into the last chicane. Will they be neck and neck? Will he be able to close up a bit? Oh, it's going to be quite close, but I think Igor just about has it. And there you have it. Yes, he has managed it, even with a penalty of 4 seconds. He has won from 20th on the grid. There you have it. We ended up 5th in the end because the guy in 5th got a big penalty, but we won't be coming through for a little while yet, and then you'll see that result change. But what a race! And that's what it was like to race against Igor Fraga. Now, unfortunately, I went up in the first lap. I kind of felt if I'd been able to stick on with that and actually keep going, we probably would have been right up there, or certainly would have been maybe in the top 4. We were certainly, our pace wasn't too bad, but it was good fun. And more interesting was seeing Igor come from 20th on the grid. Being able to be in the same lobby as him was fantastic. So there you have it. We're still haven't actually finished yet. So there you are, 5th place for Crichton Starbug. But thanks very much for watching, and make sure you join us tomorrow, which will be Thursday. We have our interview with Mike Rogers Racing, and on Friday we have Riley Phillips, who is a go-karting champion and also drives real racing cars too. That's the Car Sim and Race Driver Show this Thursday and Friday at 9 o'clock UK time. Take care, and remember, drive fast and try not to crash. Bye just now.